What's up, guys? Here with another quick custom of a Batcycle and Hazmat Batman. So I did these customs quite a while ago, but just thought I'd share them with you and kind of the process that I went through. So here we go. Okay, so here's the bike detail. So if you look close on the inside there, that is the color that the plastic used to be. So it's like this dark greenish color, and it's very plain. So I bought this. I ended up getting it highly discounted off Amazon for like $12 or $15 or something. So it was pretty cheap. So I thought, hey, why not? I feel like customizing something. So what I decided to do is I decided to paint it silver and make it look a little more realistic. So this one I did not primer, just to let you know. It would stick a little better with a lot of primer, but I did not use primer. Instead, what I did is I lightly put on my shimmering silver paint just over the top. So it did take quite a few coats to get it to the liking that I wanted. But I did do very, very light kind of throughout because I did want a little bit of that base coat to kind of show through just to give some like really cool variations. So like I said, did quite a few coats of this and did it really lightly. Then afterwards, I did a black wash on it just to fill in the grooves and kind of highlight the detail. I think it looks well because I think if I would have put it on thick, one, it probably would have been able to chip off much easier, and two, it just would have looked kind of runny. It just wouldn't look very good. So, I've demonstrated this before. But what you do is you just put a little bit of silver paint on it on the top. You dip off quite a bit, and then you start covering it over. And yeah, it's going to look really weird at first, but then you're going to keep doing it as many times as you need until it looks good. So, as you can tell here, right, so some black wash of the engine. Right, so painted this silver too, did the same thing to basically most of it, and black washed. I kept the pipes the same. They were already kind of chrome color. Black washed those. I did keep this part here and this part here the same green as that it was already came painted, or not painted, that the plastic was already colored there. So as you can see, right, so black wash some pieces. I've seen some people customize this and actually put like dials and different paint there to make it look realistic, which you can totally do that. I'm using these for photography shots, so you're not going to see this too much, so I didn't really bother with that. Right, but I did black wash the entire thing. Right, that's a pretty good detail. Even did the black wash the interior there, the rotors, because they were very plain as well. Right, and yeah, it looks pretty good and it's held up pretty well so far. Right, so the silver turned out well. Like I said, put quite a few coats, but it still kind of has this, like I said, the undercoat kind of showing through a little bit. But I think it just adds to kind of like the ruggedness of it, right? It looks like a really heavy-duty steel now, which I think is really cool. So that's what I did there for the motorcycle. And then while I'm doing this, I actually got this one specifically for Hazmat Batman because I thought it looked good together. Okay, so here's the Hazmat Batman that I customized that went along with it. So I didn't do too many things to it. Just wanted to just touch up a few things on it because, the paint applications weren't quite the best on it, so I just wanted to highlight it a little bit. So as you look, I wanted to paint the cables silver. So all the like piping or the cables or the hoses, I guess is a better word, that goes throughout, I painted those silver. This is the original Hazmat, by the way. I know the gold edition came out later and it had those things were silver, which is pretty cool, but this one I didn't know they were going to come out with the gold edition, so I saw this and just kind of wanted to customize it. So you can tell I did that. Also all the little storage pieces on his belt I painted all brown, and then highlighted them with a little lighter brown, and then did a black wash throughout. Did the same thing with the straps on the legs and that little pocket of things there because that was originally just all black. So, right, I wanted to differentiate. So that was one of the pieces that I did as well. Let's see. Like I said, did the piping. Other than that, yeah, just ran a black wash out just to kind of, bring out some of the detail. Even though this is already a dark figure, I just wanted to bring out a little bit more of the detail. And I think it did pretty good. But that's basically all I did for this custom. So nothing too big. But like I said, with a lot of the quick customs, sometimes they look decent, sometimes they don't. And I just like to do little quick things to make them look just a little bit better, right, for photography shots. So maybe it's painting something brown or adding silver highlights, etc. But yeah, just thought I'd share this one with you all today, and just wanted to share with you the bike and the Hazmat Batman. So if you want to do something similar, feel free to. Like I said, the gold edition Hazmat Batman does have light up features, which is awesome. and I think a lot of that stuff's already painted, so then you wouldn't have to do this necessarily. But the bike is definitely a quick custom as well, but looks good and takes kind of like that cheaper looking bike to another level. So I'm sure it's still cheap on Amazon. So if you decide you want to do that, and like maybe you weren't going to get it before, but now you might, feel free to. Pretty simple and looks much better in my opinion. So thank you all so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you next time.